morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Happy Friday. Happy inflation day today. I hope you guys are ready for a very, very eventful day in the market here. I mean, it could be a little crazy here. We're getting a lot of comments left, right, and center of kind of these reactions to the PCE data that's come out. We still have a lot of this tariff stuff that we have to talk about here as well. Again, this market right now, guys, is reacting. It's not really reacting off of tariff. It kind of is, but the reason why everybody is saying that they're reacting off of tariffs, inflation, is not actually the real reason why the market is reacting the way that it is. And we're going to go over that obviously in this stream here. But just in general, when we're taking a look at the broad market here, guys, currently right now, actually, I kind of want to show you guys this on SPY. It's a little better. We're just still in this big chop period. That's all we're doing. We're just going zone to zone. We're knifing through zones. We're bouncing off other zones. And again, we haven't really gone anywhere since, I mean, it's honestly been what, since late December of 2024. We really haven't gone anywhere in the market here, guys, which again is why we've been so cautious with a lot of these types of positions. But I mean, you guys know when these start to fire off, that's how we had those 4 multi-1,000% trades in that 2-week period. So the name of the game is patience. You got to make sure. And people just have the wrong idea of how to operate in the market, guys. Most of the time, you're going to spend your time doing nothing. Those times when you're not doing nothing, though, again, you're going to be looking for every single position that we end up looking for has the ability to go absolutely crazy. It's just putting yourself in that right position for success. Now, those of you guys that are still holding RKT here, congratulations. You've really just gotten through. Again, you do have this 200 EMA overhead, but you really got through the biggest risk of RKT in the short term, which was earnings. A lot of these other companies that are competitors of RKT and in the same sector have not done very well when they release their earnings. RKT comes out and does very well. I'm no longer in this one, took a small gain on it. But I know a lot of you guys still are. So congratulations, up 8% off of their earnings there. Again, the buys that I had, and you guys were probably around this area too, were these two purple lines. But then I sold on this day here, right around, I think it was like 1280 something. 1280. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't anything. It was nothing. It was like a little base hit, but this one still looks good. Got to keep watching Neo. Again, I still like this one for like the next couple of years here. That new Onvo model is interesting. The China thesis is going to stay the same. The devaluing I mean, it looks like I got to look at it again because there was a little report that came out that did show that China was looking to support the yuan, which kind of goes against a lot of what they've been doing in the past. So we're gonna have to take a look at that. New China tariffs coming in next week. But before we get into all the tariff stuff, guys, it is that time of day again. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, would love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the stream, new to the private community, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in here. As always, ladies, this is a public stream too. So again, as you guys are filtering in, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. It costs you nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot, spreading these streams out to as many people who actually want to learn here. And again, for those of you guys that are filtering into the private community there, it doesn't matter if you're the best trader in the world or if you've never traded anything before in your life. It is so critical that you guys go through those learning curriculum videos, the day trading mastery course, the swing kings course. It makes everything make so much more sense with what we're doing on a day-to-day basis. I run my community very different than everybody else does. And that's the reason why everybody's able to have so much success. Now, let's see who we have in here. Let's do our good mornings. And let's get into it. We got a lot of slackers on the like button. Let's see. Last Friday, you guys almost hit 150 likes on the stream. Let's see if we can do that again. So the like goal for today, guys, is 150 likes. All you got to do is just tap the button. It's all you got to do. Let's see. We have Todd, Angel, Dr. Bob, Ian, Diego, Raul. We've got Rykak, Michael, Taylor, Jackie, Eddie, Kevin, one of one, Moneywix. We got Alpha, Garrett, Wreck-It, Ralph. Let's see. We've got one of one, Caesar, Abby, Jack. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, I want to talk a little bit about these tariffs and kind of how the market is reacting here, because there are other ththings brewing behind the scenes, I think, that the market is reacting to that we just may not see yet. There's a couple of things from, I don't see, this is confusing to me, but his name is spelled CEM, but I think it's Jim, which is confusing to me. So Jim Carson has had a lot of these different theses about kind of this year. I look at it as more of like a macro view. So I like to look at different people's macro views. And just kind of see what I could do with them as well and say, okay, how valid is this? One of the ones that I think is pretty interesting is a lot of these loans that were going out in 2020 and 2021 at really low interest rates that could potentially be coming due this year. And if you think about the market, and this is the part of this thesis that I like, if you think about the market in terms of like almost a measure of liquidity, like if the market's going up, there's going to be more liquidity out in the marketplace just because you can take more loans out, you can do a lot more things, companies are able to take more risk. If you're going to roll over and pay back those loans if they're coming due this year, you're not going to you're not going to take out another loan, because if let's say rates went from 1 to 4, just say on the 10-year, you're going to need something like before. When you took out that loan and you're going to pay 1%, it's pretty easy to find something that can pay you more than 1% at full. If you're taking out a new loan and it's paying 4, or you're paying 4, well, it's going to be a lot more difficult to go out into the marketplace and find something that's going to generate you a return of over 4%. And if you own an asset, let's say that's giving you even 2%, 3%, 4% off of a loan that's you're paying 1% on, you're going to sell that asset. So that's an interesting development there. But on the tariff side, what a lot of people are saying, Trump-Zelensky meeting, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, we could see how that's going to go. I would say that like global conflict getting resolved is actually pretty good for markets, but we'll see how the market actually ends up taking that. But the tariff thing is interesting. You guys have heard me sit here time and time again and talk about the fact that like I just don't care about these tariffs right now. I really don't. Why is that? One is a lot of it is probably going to be used as a bargaining chip, reciprocity, but there are certain goals that the Trump administration is going to try and reach. But just thinking about this from like a like an argumentative perspective, because again, we don't know if they're going to be inflationary. You don't know. There's a lot of different variables out there of what these tariffs are actually going to do, and we don't know yet. Again, the markets are forward looking. They're going to try and price in certain things. But when we think about the main thing that people are citing for tariffs being bad for the economy, it's these PhDs coming out and saying that they're inflationary. Okay, let's go look at the 10-year yield. Just think about it like this. And again, guys, make sure you guys are slapping that like button on the way in. Costs you nothing to do it. Helps me out a whole lot, spreading these streams out to as many people who actually want to learn. And make sure you guys have notifications turned on for the YouTube channel here. I posted a Palantir video last night. We're going to be doing a lot more of those single stock videos as well. I've got to put one on out about Neo. I think we're going to do some SoFi. And then maybe every now and then we'll do some crypto like XRP and stuff like that too. But back to this here. If you're a big investor or you have a lot of money, there is always going to be some sort of fixed income that you need. People like to talk about the 60-40 portfolio being dead. The problem is that they're looking at it from a different perspective. The people that are saying 60-40 is dead, they're looking at that type of portfolio in terms of like performance and outperformance. A 60-40 equity bond portfolio is not going to, it's really not going to be something that you're looking to like wildly outperform markets. It's not what it is. That type of portfolio, the main reason that you would invest in something like that is for preservation and slow growth over time. That's why you do it. And the reason why bonds are in there is that you need some sort of fixed income. Like if you were to say, okay, we're not going to like the TINA or you look at the bond allocations in a portfolio and say, well, this isn't doing anything for me, I'm going to take it out. Well, you still need fixed income. People still are going to need fixed income. So it's just looking at things a little bit differently. But back to this. We're hitting a lot of points here. So if you think that the value of the US dollar is going to continuously depreciate due to inflation, you would then logically require a higher rate of return on your fixed income investments. The Palantir video was fire, very informative. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to make a lot more like that too. Like, I think that's kind of what I want to do with a lot of the content on this channel here, to go back to a lot of the single stock videos. Those are fun. I like doing them. It gives you guys a good insight into the market. Sorry. All right. We're all over the place here. I want to hit this bond point because it's really, really, really important. Let's say that you think that inflation is going to be higher, or it's going to either remain at elevated levels or actually pivot and go to the upside. You wouldn't buy bonds now. You would not buy bonds now. It would not make any sense to go lock in for 10 years this type of rate, for let's say 4%, if you think that inflation is going to continuously move to the upside, because you're going to require a higher rate of return on fixed income. So the bond market moving like this is telling you that the market isn't actually scared of the inflationary effects of tariffs, because if they were, bond yields would be moving like this, vertical, but they're not. And this is where the difference comes between these talking heads who are just looking at research and saying things versus people who are actually going to have skin in the game. Like, guys, you got to be able to determine like who to listen to, kind of, especially like like on big news media outlets or on Twitter or something. Like, if people don't have skin in the game and they're not taking positions based on the research that they have, then their opinion is almost irrelevant because they have no consequence for being wrong and they can say whatever they want. And that's one of the issues that you have with the Fed right now, with some of the FOMC members. They're not taking position. Like, they're looking at monetary policy. It's a lot of PhDs sitting there being like, okay, we think the textbook says tariffs are inflationary. It's like, okay, they might be, but then why is the bond market not reacting to that? What it's telling you now too is that the market is projecting more rate cuts than previously expected. And that was my thesis going into the year here, guys. And again, you guys have seen the bond calls in the past where the best one, I think, was the day before the September FOMC meeting, where I called the bottom in yields, top in bonds, which was this day. Well, it was this day right here, Tuesday, September 17th. This is when I started tweeting about it. This time around, I did it on this day, which was Friday, January 10th, which again, it was really close to the top, but it wasn't on the day. So I could have waited a day, but again, that's close enough for me. So we'll see what happens here. And then again, on the Palantir side too, I mean, I have June puts on this thing. I was telling you guys all the way up through here. I was like, this does not make any sense. I think Palantir is a great company. I think they're one of the companies that is one of the only companies that's able to like fully monetize the new developments that we've seen in artificial intelligence. But that does not mean that the stock should be trading at 120. I think I said this in the video. I may not have. There's like different analogies. It's like if you meet somebody and then you just automatically are like, let's get married after 2 days. It's like, well, that's probably not going to go well. What is it scared of? The market is what the market's doing, and what it's really doing right now, in my view, is it's recalibrating to the way things are going to be because they're different from the way that things were. Right? So when you think about that too, it's like you didn't have any of these big Biden press conferences. You didn't have a president that was coming out and saying things left, right, and center that could potentially move markets. Now you do. The market has to get used to that. Again, I mean, if you guys were around back in like 2016 to 2020, I mean, this is what was happening a lot. It's like, oh, Trump press conference, volatility. And then everything flies around all over the place. So we'll see. Again, with this type of market, guys, I'm not really looking to do a whole lot. And I tweeted this out this morning. The vast majority of your gains for the year, guys, are going to come from a small amount of trades if you want to act in the market like a professional. If you don't want to act like a market in the professional, go scalp for pennies on small time frames and lose your money. Fine. It's fine with me. It's not going to change anything that we do here. And you guys have seen that, especially over this month too, where the SMCI giant multi-1,000% trade, the Papa John's multi-1,000% trade, you guys hit the Palantir puts too with short dated. Mine are still looking really good on the longer dated. The DraftKings, Make it free before earnings, hold it through. Those went up over 1,000%. Like, guys, you don't need very many of those to give yourself a giant margin for error in order to continue taking really good setups. Market doesn't like change. Love is blind. They'll get married after 2 weeks. Really? That's crazy. Good Palantir video. Thanks, guys. Yeah, make sure you guys have notifications turned on for the channel here. We're gonna have more of those videos. We're gonna have a Neo video coming out. I'm gonna break down the thesis for this one. I like this. I mean, I'm still green on it, but again, China's coming down this morning, so obviously that's gonna get hit. Okay, whatever. I still like this. This is a great risk to reward spot to start getting long on this thing. I actually kind of want to get more. I mean, I have 4,000 shares of it in September options, so we'll see. I would like to see Palantir just go nosediving today. So I'm looking at this here and I'm thinking to myself, like, is there any reason for me right now to get out of these puts or to take profits? I mean, sort of. You are coming down into a pretty big level here that it could bounce into. You just closed the earnings gap. Today might be the day that I take a little bit off of this. But again, I mean, with the broad market, I do kind of want to have some of that downside exposure just in case, especially on something that could look to really have an aggressive fall from grace here. But let's see. Let's see what we got, folks. Again, I mean, we also, for post earnings, we could look at RKT. I just don't really want to. Like, I don't really think it could. I mean, you never know. The post earnings strategy could fire off on RKT, but this is going to be a slow day. We're going to be just watching to see how this market reacts, seeing if we can find anything for next week. You guys have seen on the private streams with the Discord. Again, the last 2 days, we've been going through basically every stock in the market. Not all of them, but like a very significant portion of them that we would typically look to trade. And there aren't a lot of setups. Okay. If there's not a lot of setups, we don't touch anything. That's just how it works. Like, it's like, no, I thought we were supposed to be trading every single day. No, you're not supposed to do that, guys. Do not come into the market and treat it like your job or like school where you have to do stuff every single day. You're going to get toasted. So, all right, guys, the what do you call it? The like goal for today is 150. I think you guys actually might be able to do it. You almost did it yesterday or Friday, last time that we did the public stream in the morning here. Could it be that although the bond market believes tariffs would be more limited scope, some investors are more cautious jumping in now? Equity market cools. Well, you also have the flight to safety traded for bonds too. Like, that's the other element of it. Like, it is flight to safety. You are seeing out of equities into bonds. So now you're kind of back to, also, you guys remember when I was talking about trying to short gold? I should have done it, man. Like, that was, I really wanted this GLD because I was looking at it here on this retest on Wednesday, and I was like, do I want that? And then that one I should have done. That mean reversion move in gold I've been hunting. I just didn't take it. So that stinks. We've been talking about that a lot on the private streams. MA looks good. Does it? I thought this looked terrible. Yeah, it looks okay. I'm gonna be leaving that one alone. Netflix. I mean, if you break this area on Netflix here, this thing could really get dirty. It's like it is like 955. That could get real nasty on Netflix. So we'll see. We will see. And again, guys, if you guys do want to hop into the private community there, again, you get both the educational courses, you get the full watch list of stocks and cryptos that are about to explode before they do, the pre-market plans, the private live streams, the macro research, which again, there hasn't been a macro research report in a little bit just because like there isn't anything new. But again, if you guys want to hop in there and learn how to operate in the market in a very, very intelligent way, use code TRADE with this link right here. It's pinned to the top of the live chat too. But it gets you your first month for $30. So make sure you guys take advantage of that before I cut off that sale. Did I talk about Bitcoin? I mean, there's not really much to talk about on Bitcoin. We can. Here's the thing, though. If you guys have been paying attention to all the videos I've made, all the tweets I've been talking about, we had this prior all-time high zone, and my line in the sand was daily candle closes down below 90,700. Okay. As soon as you got that, what happened to Bitcoin? Absolutely drills. So this is pretty much exactly what we were expecting to happen to Bitcoin. The one thing that I am interested in that I might make a little short on today is if you look at global money supply, Bitcoin typically lags it, but it is catching up right now. Because global money supply back in like these areas here was really starting to move to the downside, and now it's flipped back up. It's almost a measure of liquidity. Is kind of how you have to look at it, and Bitcoin tracks it pretty closely. So it is possible that over the next 2 weeks here, Bitcoin sells off a little bit more, but chops around and then starts to come back along with that global money supply number. But you have to see where that trend goes. If that continues, I mean, again, you could see Bitcoin run back through this zone. If it doesn't, and that like kind of liquidity metric doesn't really continue, you could easily see Bitcoin come up, test this 90,700 area, and then reject pretty aggressively. ECL's ripping. That one was one from yesterday, wasn't it? I see no trades on this one, but this is an interesting one. Again, I'm not looking to do a whole lot, guys. It doesn't make a lot of sense in this market here. Everything on the long side, it's going to be small size, more time, obviously. And then potentially on the short side, like Netflix, if it were to break this area here, like I probably would look to take a really small position on some puts and look for a little move down. But is it going to be like a main focus? No. The main focus is just understanding that now is the time to sit on your hands. Are there going to be some things to do? Yeah, but not right now. And then Mara, we have talked about a little bit. I really honestly I want to see Mara get down here, sub 10. It's like sub 11. Mara gets down sub 11. I would be potentially interested in looking for some longer dated positions on that thing. Not interested in SMCI. Well, hold on, let me look. No, Wendy's trying. It's guys, when a lot of this pre-market stuff is just going to be nonsense here. So, but Wendy's still holding. That's fine. I mean, I'm still in this one. These are May contracts, I think. Again, if it hits 1530, I'm out. If it continues, great. It's simple as that. Yeah, no, I don't care about that. That's not how I would operate in the market. I'm not buying off the monthly 200 EMA. Sorry. It's not doesn't make sense. Once you guys see what we do in the setups that we look for in the private community, the one thing, pretty much the only thing you're going to be thinking to yourself is, well, it's two things. One is it's that simple. Yeah, it is. And two is you're going to be like, why haven't I been doing this sooner? MRK looks good. Yeah. Healthcare though, I stay away from those. No healthcare. How much time we got? 8 minutes to go until market open. We are almost at 50 likes on the stream. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. The goal for today is 150 likes on the stream. Let's see if we can hit it. We might be able to. I don't know. You guys might be able to do it today. But yeah, again, either way, make sure you guys have notifications turned on for the channel. We've got a lot more market content coming out for you guys. I know you guys really liked that Palantir video yesterday. I'm going to have more like that too. More dips on QQQ. Definitely could happen. People are also freaking out about this market right now, guys. And we're like 4 or 5% off the highs. Like this isn't even, if this is going to get dirty, you haven't seen anything yet. Let's see. Daily pizza. That's what I do now is completely different. And I would say way more effective and easier for everybody to learn, especially if you're a beginner. But yeah, everybody gets 50% off their first month. Now, I'm never doing another free trial again. You guys had your opportunity. You guys had the opportunity to get the courses and then get in for free. So you missed it. Sorry. But you do get your first month for $30, which is $1 a day. And you get access to everything, which is honestly an insane deal. Post earnings and RKT? Probably not. I mean, I'll look at it, but I'm not really all that interested in doing that. CME. Yeah, I like that. That's a good one. I could throw an alert on this one. Schwab shut you down for a week? Why would Schwab shut you down for a week? This looks good. These could open up nicely this morning. Where's Neo? China's having a tough day today. That's fine. I still like it. Just going to hold it. Yields moving down. Yeah, if Netflix does get through here, I'd probably take a little small short side on that one. 584. What are you at right now? Are you just talking about this low 584.61? I can see that. I mean, you are bouncing off this prior all-time high zone, which like has been pretty strong for the bottom side of this chop period. So we'll see. Yeah, but this is really just a day to watch and see how everything starts to react here. Here we go. Siri. No. Nope. Nope. Doesn't look good. Doesn't fit the setup. Crypto market being halted due to a crash. No, dude. Crypto's not getting halted. Which PDT? You guys should never be, especially you guys in the group. You should never be running into PDT or it's good faith violation ever. Yeah, MNST. Yeah, again, I haven't seen any really that look good for post earnings. I mean, RKT kind of, we can watch it, but I mean, a lot of you guys are already in it. It's like, okay, just leave it. Why would you then want to take a trade on it if you already have the position? You know? Palantir sub 80. These puts could be good. I mean, I have the 70 strikes for June. Figured it was some clickbait ad. Yeah, guys, the crypto market's not getting halted. You guys are crushing the like button. We do have a lot of slackers on the like button, though. See, we've got, I don't know, more than half of you guys in here right now that haven't hit the like button. We've got a 150 like goal. Once we hit that, I won't ask you anymore. Just hit the like button. That's it. Costs you nothing to do it. All you got to do is click. PDT is the pattern day trading rule. If you're in a margin account and you take more than 3 day trades in a week, they're gonna halt you. But like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Love is your last one. I don't hate that curl here, but that's not a text. Guys, I'm gonna be so picky with these setups here. Unless it looks perfect, I'm not touching anything. Like Netflix does look great for downside here on that break. If it breaks, Lulu, that looks horrific to the downside. That looks like it wants to drill. Fart coin halted due to volatility. Sorry, Vix, I watch every day. Forgot to hit the like button. Yeah, you guys are slackers, man. Go to a cash counter, worry about PDT. You guys, what 90% of what we do here is swings. Why are you running into PDT? Like, if you guys watch this channel and you're in the group with us and you're running into PDT issues, you're doing something horrifically wrong. What's the strategy behind these puts? It's just breaking key levels. That's it. Watch, ready? I'll actually show you. This actually is going to be a better way to look at it. Look at that. Alfie. Look at it like this. Flip it upside down. Does that make more sense now? I did this yesterday. I tweeted this out too to you guys. I was like long or short, and it was the inverted Palantir chart. Alfie, does that make more sense to you when looking at it this way? Look at Palantir. See? Roblox? No. Creamy goodness, you need to get into the Discord, buddy. Once you see what we're looking for, you're going to be like, oh my God, it's that simple? Yes. Like, all right, guys, we have 1 minute to go until market open here. Again, keep smacking that like on the way in. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, I love it. I say we talk about swings and then the view count drops. It's like, okay, go lose money on your silly day trades. Have fun. Unsettled money to trade. No, that's good faith violation. Ding, ding, ding. The market is open, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Ooh, Palantir. Ouch. Show you one? Dude, just you've been here for long enough. Just hop into the it's like it's gonna be the best decision you've ever made. I mean, ooh, RKT, hello. Maybe if okay, now I'd be more interested in this because it is above that 200 EMA on the daily. I'll show you one. Ready? SMCI. There you go. Right here. That's what you want to look for. CME. That moved. Eh. Oh, MNST did it? Hold on. Netflix might do it here. Yeah. We'll watch Monster and RKT. That I'd actually be interested in here. Starbucks? That looks like a sitting duck at the high. It's moving though. It does. All right, cool. Palantir's getting railed. There we go. My Palantirs are up 200%. That's good. PDT is when they give you margin. Yes. Yeah, it's in margin accounts. But again, on the downside, Alfie, I'd like really. How do you invert the on Mac? It's Option I. That's how you do it. All right, so we'll look at this here for a potential post earnings on MNST and maybe RKT, but RKT doesn't look like it wants to do it. Made 340% off Palantir. Great work, man. Yeah, I mean, mine are up. What are they up right now? 209%. Yeah, those are good. Up a little bit on those. All right, we got 3 minutes before we could potentially look at MNST. I like that, actually. That could be a fun one. Netflix not doing it yet. Palantir's flirting with 79. There it goes. I don't really see any reasons right now to sell any of these puts. I could make it free. I mean, I could look at this, see how much I can make these free by, but yeah, I really could. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to make these free. Oh, yeah. Yeah, all right. My Palantir puts are free now. I only sold like 40% of the position. It's nothing crazy. Hold on. MNST looks really strong. You made it free at 140. Yeah, I made him free at like 230% or something, 220%, something like that. That's good. I mean, now I'm really gonna let this rip. Like the next time I looked at sell any Palantir, probably like really. I mean, it'd probably be here, honestly. Like if we get close to like 70, like this right here is probably my next area. 72.65 is probably where I'll look to ditch more. Netflix moving down. If it hits that, I'd get interested. RKT, I mean, we can throw an alert on it. If it does break that, I'd be kind of interested in doing something on that. But MNST is really the only one here for post earnings that we could start looking for. Made Palantir free. Good work, guys. Is ECL looking good? Yeah, ECL does look good there. 1 minute here. Hold on. I want to see where I go with this if I'm going to touch it. Gotta look at the chain. See how that chain looks? Hold on. I don't think it's going to look good. I think the monster chain is pretty bad because I remember we've done this before and we traded shares on it instead. So there was a reason for that. Yeah, no, that chain's a graveyard. So we're probably going to leave that alone. Here comes Netflix. I just want to price these out, see how crazy they are. Oh, they're cheap. Those are cheapies. That would be nice. Get a little something on Netflix. Yeah, so made Palantir free near the lows. That's good. Next target on this thing is going to be 72.65. All right. MNST we can look for something, but again, guys, there's not going to be much going on. RKT moving back up. Let's see if that flips and hits 1420. I would get interested in potentially doing something there. Yeah, keep smacking that like on the way in, guys. The like goal for today is what? 150? You guys could all do it here. We've got a little less than half of you guys that haven't hit the like button yet. I think you guys can do it. Yeah, good sells so far on Palantir. It's good. Mm-hmm. Ooh, hold your horses. Wendy's. Hi. Hello. Yeah, I like this. I mean, again, 1530 is going to be the stop there. I like that one. That's got a lot of time on it, too. You could see a market-wide rebound today. Well, remember, like, think about what we were looking at here. We are, like, you just baited into this zone here, guys, on the daily. Look, I mean, you've 1, 2, 3. You've tapped this a lot. So this has been a pretty big spot for buyers to step up, which is kind of why I was also looking to sell some of those Palantir puts. So that's free. All right. MNST is getting close. Yeah, Wendy's looks good. So again, you want that above 16? Running back to the upside. We'll see what happens. You just retested the daily 10 and are now pushing back to the upside there. Glenn, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, like if so that's really it. I mean, MNST that chain's a graveyard, so I don't think we're really going to be looking too much at that. I look again, but yeah, that's yeah, there's no bid. I don't think we're going to be looking at this at all. Yeah, Palantir bouncing, that's fine. Netflix bouncing hasn't gotten to that area yet. Hope thanks for you and your followers are fantastic. I mean, it's been a wild. I mean, you guys have seen the craziness in the. What was that? Oh, RKT. That's bottom side of the range. You're not looking at that anymore. No more potential post earnings in RKT and nothing on MNST because the chain is bad. So both of the potential post earnings for today, no more. 7 heart attacks? What the dude? I hope you're doing all right now, man. That's terrible. That's terrible, man. All right. What else we got here? I'm not going to go through all the tickers today because if we find a bunch of stuff, that's just going to be for the Discord, obviously. So I'll do those scans for you guys this weekend, and then you guys will have your watch list on Sunday if there's anything. But it's quite possible that this weekend is a week where it's just like there's nothing, so we don't touch it. I mean, I could give you guys some short setups too, like Netflix. Because look, like you just do this, we would look at this right here and be like, oh, that's a nasty potential upside setup here if you just invert the chart. And it looks good here too. So, well, we'll see. Market's starting to bounce here a little bit. Let's get ES back on here, see what we want to do. We're just going to chill, man. It was nice being able to make those Palantir puts for you. It's what we got to do. Really, Glenn? That's crazy. CVS at your level? I'm not touching that. This has been a fun one for us. I wish I just bought it down in here at 45, but it's okay. Where's Tessie today? Ugh. Ugh, Tessie. I'm pretty sure right here is where Elon did the hand thing. You guys know, I'm pretty sure like right in here is where Elon did his little gesture to the crowd. So that didn't go so well for Tesla's share price. Yeah, Wendy's. I mean, I'm holding that one. I like this. Gonna keep that going. That's a wick and a half in the market here. That's buyer stepping up big time at this zone. Palantir moving back down. I'll just throw an alert at day low, see if it wants to break through there. PCE was right in line though. But again, this is the other thing you guys got to think about too. Like this round of data, this PCE was like the last big one. The next month of data, so the February data that comes out in March is really going to be what the market looks at a lot more closely, just because it's the first full month of the new administration. Because again, remember it was what, January 20th was the inauguration, something like that, 24th. So it really still is like prior administration kind of data, and some of the things. It's not going to have a direct effect, but the market's going to look at this and say, okay, well, it is the first full round of data with this new administration. So it's kind of going to set the baseline for everything going forward. PCG. I do kind of want this one on Netflix there. That would be a fun one to hit. Downside on Netflix. Wendy's still just holding at that area. Palantir moving back up a little. That's fine. Those are free now. Those are free now, but yeah, this is going to be just slow in general. Yeah, any other tickers you guys want me to take a look at, just let me know. But I'm just watching today. That's it. But yeah, again, remember, guys, I am doing that 50% off sale for your first month to the private mentorship community there. Again, you guys get both the education. It's $1 a day for your first month, which is an absolute steal for what we're doing in there. It's like you get both the educational courses, all the private live streams every single day, the macro research reports, the full watch list, I said, the pre-market plans, which are outlining. If I have obviously, like, for the last couple of days, it's been not much on the pre-market plan because it's like, what do you want to do in this type of market? But I mean, again, guys, it's called less trades, more profits for a reason. Like, you want to make money in the market, act like a professional. You want Lulu puts? Yeah, I don't hate that actually. Where is it? Did it break? Yeah, you're kind of right on top of this 200 EMA though. I mean, I'll throw an alert there just for funsies. So, but yeah, I'll throw that link in the live chat here for you guys. Just use code TRADE and you'll get your first month for 50% off. Oh, hold on. UPS hitting there. That's interesting. See, I kind of do like that. I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, maybe like a little very small size, something on that one. I don't know, though. It kind of looks like a small grind up. Let me look at the chain. Yeah, it's not perfect. I do kind of like it, though. Like, it's just not, it's very close to looking really good, but I think I'm going to leave that one alone. I think I'll leave that alone. If you guys want it, I mean, again, very, very, very small size. That's not a textbook setup. Where's one of these? That's looking fine. Wendy's looking fine. Yeah, Coca-Cola looks interesting. I do like that. I don't have alert on it now. I will though. Chicago PMI February index 45.5. Consensus was 40.6. You love the single stock reports? Well, we got to do more of them. Because a lot of, like the RKT one, we really just talked about it on the streams. Neo, I like too. Neo, I'm going to do a YouTube video about next week. Just kind of breaking it down, the thesis and everything. So again, if you guys make sure that you guys, I would say everybody go check right now. Make sure you guys have notifications turned on for the channel and you have like on your device, like you're allowed to get YouTube notifications because I'm going to be posting a lot more of those single stock videos for you guys too. So the Palantir one is out from yesterday. I know you guys really enjoyed that one. We're just going to keep that going. Neo, Palantir, SoFi. We might talk about XRP a little bit more so. Weekly or monthly on UPS? What do you mean, Josh? Disney? It looks okay, but it's... I'd more so look at this as almost a weekly setup, but it's going to be so rangy. See? Like you could almost even throw this on the monthly. Like that monthly setup looks good. Update next week would be great. Yeah, I'll break down the thesis for it. I'm going to hold Neo for like a significant period of time. Like where is it right now? 453. So I'm down a penny. 2 pennies. Okay. I still like this. LVS, I think invalidated, but we can take a look. Okay. I mean, that's kind of what we wanted to see in order to keep it valid. So I would say that's still valid there. Yesterday, it did not look like it wanted to stay valid, but today it's I like that. I do like that. Oh, and then also, if those of you guys that are trading on prop firms, Apex is doing that 80% off sale. So I'll throw that link in here for you guys too. Just use code VIX for those of you guys that want more Apex accounts. But again, you got to be careful of that trailing drawdown. The best thing about Apex, though, is they allow you to get so many different accounts. You can have more funding. So you guys are interested, great. No, whatever. My Funded Futures, I think, is the best one on their expert plans for those of you guys that use the. Yeah, but LVS, still 45.40 is that same area. If it comes up through there, I actually would be interested in that one. Neo chilling. Market not doing anything. I mean, if this gets up here today, I don't know. That's a big move from the lows. I'd probably still let that be. Mara's pumping? Really? Yeah, I'm not touching that now, but like that, if this runs up here today to 45.40, I would prefer to do this on Monday or Tuesday on LVS. I don't really want to do this today. That's almost too big of a move from the lows to then continue and give us a good start on that position. So I'd probably leave that be. Palantir back up. That was really great. So, I mean, I basically just sold the low. That's great. Up nicely today off that Palantir. It's fine with me. Fine with me. USD JPY is curling back up here. That's interesting. Where's the dollar? Dollar up a little. Netflix, I still would be interested in downside up below like 955. MCK. Healthcare. Anything healthcare, I'm just never going to go near. It's just not worth it. I mean, LVS is really getting up there. Again, you see what I'm saying? Where it's like it opened here and just it's like if it breaks here 45.40, like that's a bit aggressive. Like that's because this thing could easily just tap here and then just sell off, and you're sitting in a position that just starts off and drawdown. I'd rather just wait for it. If it just rips right through, so be it. Whatever. We just won't touch it. Well, we are 25 likes away from what, 100? You guys, I mean, I don't know. You're halfway there to the like goal today of 150. So let's see if you guys can do it. Lockheed, I would be interested in if this is setting up. Oh, and it is. DJ with a great call here. Yeah, I like that a lot. You break this high, 450, 170. That one could be really, 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 really fun. DJ, good call there. I like that a lot. All right, let's keep it going, folks. Nothing to do. What do you want to do in this market? You're just chopping around doing nothing. We're just waiting for stuff to fire and just new setups. I really do like Lockheed though. Lockheed's I love it. Just letting you know. That's a really, 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 really good setup. Again, I'm just looking for Netflix to come down and break that 954, 955 area. If it does that, I mean, I'd be interested. If this market has any sniff of downside today, Netflix will probably get down there. Coca-Cola's moving back up. This is going to be one that we look for next week. So again, you guys get 2 freebies this time. Lockheed and Coca-Cola. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Yeah, guys. Like I seriously, it is mind-boggling to me that more people don't trade in the market like we do. It really I don't know why people just decide to put themselves in situations where they are like statistically aimed at failure. I don't get it. Like, why would you do that? Why would you try and operate on these small time frames? Like, you guys do realize that if that worked, every single quant hedge fund in the world would be trading that, and then the edge, if there was an edge, would be arbed out within a couple of weeks. I don't get it. I seriously don't. You guys all have the ability to have success in the market. You just have to focus on the things that are not like stop focusing on the things that are proven not to work and more on the things that are proven to work. It's as simple as that. And you guys see it time and time again. It's like swing trading is always going to be better than day trading. It's way easier to learn for a beginner. The margin for error is a lot better. Like the moves are bigger. You don't want to make money in the market. Don't make money in the market. But like, don't come crying to me when you're like, oh, I just was day trading all the time and then I lost all my money because like, oh, I found out that I didn't actually have an edge. And it's like, oh yeah, it's what I told you for the last 2 years. It's glorified online and social media. That's why urgency for yeah, it is. It is. All these like idiots out there, these morons, left side of the bell curve people on the internet that are like, let's go do that. It's like, probably wouldn't do that actually. It doesn't seem like a smart thing to do. You want to act like you want professional level results in the market, you got to act like a professional. I would really like today if LVS closed here and then broke Monday or Tuesday. Oh, I'd be thrilled. You just play this right up to the 200 EMA. Lockheed, though, very interested. Like, very interested in this thing. I'd go longer dated on that one too and actually get some size on it. That's the other thing about this Lockheed chart too, big volume at the lows. It didn't wick, but I mean, big volume at the lows here. This is looking like it's the bottom and could easily go. It's a lack of patience or fear of missing opportunities. Yeah, I think that's it too. Like a lot once you realize it though, guys, and you've been in the group for a while, it's like you realize that like even in the times where like if you miss something or in the times that like right now when there's not a whole lot going on, you know that when things start firing off again, which doesn't take very long to happen, it's like, oh my, and I think I say this in the course videos. The problem with what we do isn't necessarily the gains. It's that when everything fires off, you're going to make more money than you ever thought was possible in a short period of time. But you can't then try and do that all the time. You can't think, oh, I made 30 grand this week. I'm going to make 30 grand every single week. No, 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 no. You got to make sure it's like you focus on the actual setup. The only job in the market is to be a steward of your system. Like the outcome of every individual trade, guys, to me of one individual trade is meaningless because I know what the system's going to give us over the long run. So the most important part is actually knowing when not to trade, not when to trade, because every single one of you guys right now, once you see the setup and the execution, you all can do it. It's not hard. The hard part is knowing one, when to kind of sit back and relax, and two is like kind of focusing in on and fine tuning the sectors and the different spots that you're looking at. That's it. It's not that complicated. You've blown your point endless times. Well, exactly. Like, but the way that we do it here, guys, it's impossible. It's literally impossible. Like, think about it. You have 1 to 2% risk on all of these trades. Think about, let's say the Papa John's example that went 5,000% just in the last 2 weeks. Okay, so let's say that you have 2% of your account in the trade. You make it free at 100 to 150%. Your initial investment is out, and then you have 1% of your account in it, and it runs 5,000% to the next target that we had. Okay, you're up at a minimum 50% on your account. That means that you would then have to lose 25 trades in a row, full stop outs. Like options go to zero 25 times in a row in order to not be in the red, just be at break even. It's insane. That's why I talk about, guys, the margin for error being so much wider because you need one of them, one a year. We've had 4 in the last 3 weeks. And that's why, like, everybody that comes in, they're like, "Oh my god, why wasn't I doing this before?" And it's like, I don't know. I don't know why you weren't doing this before. Had a couple of 600 percenters too. Yeah. Still have got your 1,000%, but I've seen a lot of people in the Discord hit them. Yeah, they're nasty, man. We've had people at 6,000% trades. There was the 8,000% Tesla. The Oracle that Jay hit on the post earnings was one of the dirtiest trades that I've ever seen. The Papa John's though was nasty. And again, too, I ended up getting screwed on the Papa John's. You guys remember that day where the news came out and it started ripping in my contracts because the stock had a market cap of like, I think it was like 1.5, 1.6 billion, but the buyout number was like 1.4 billion. And I had July contracts. So there would be no reason to buy those options because the buyout price was lower. But everybody with the short dateds on that one nailed it. I still made 300%, but I should have made 2,000, 3,000% with the price action that was occurring. You remember when you first joined the group, things fired off and we were making so much money, I decided to go bigger than I should have on the post earnings play. Yeah, don't do that. Had to cut the position early before it ran up. Your size was too big and you missed the gains. Exactly. If you can keep it to small size, guys, you can just hold like. There's so many good things about trading and like this. Like, there's no argument that anybody could ever make to anybody to say that, oh, like scalping small time frames is the smart thing for new people to do. The margin for error is so small. Like, let's say you trade 1 to 2s, risk to reward. You hit one trade, you lose 2 just because of the normal beginner mistakes that you're going to make. You're putting yourself at the biggest disadvantage possible. I don't know why you would ever do that. I seriously don't. Like, why would you put yourself in a bad position in the market? I don't put yourself in the best position in the market, you know? Would starting with a $500 account be enough on an options account? Yeah, you would be trading shares. And the shares trades too, guys, most of the time have better risk to reward than the options trades. The only reason why you trade options is Like, yeah, you could catch a couple of really big runners, but it's really just to be able to trade more positions, like to be able to have more positions open. UPS going, but wasn't the best setup. Yeah, we talked about that one. I just let that one go. I'm not touching this, but yeah, if you guys are in it, good for you. That's a good one. I'm just kind of sitting around watching markets here. There's not really much. I mean, again, it's been a good day. The Palantir puts are doing good. I think Wendy's was back up. We'll see what happens with this. Yeah, Wendy's looks fine. But yeah, I mean, I'll throw the link in the live chat again. Everybody gets their first month for 50% off with code TRADE. So there you guys go. It's as simple as you either want to have success in the market and put yourself in the best position possible, or you don't. It really is. And at a bare minimum, go. What do you call it? One of one says, "Mo, I've flipped $500 into $4,000 with swings when you first started." Yeah, I mean that does happen. It's over. You were oversizing probably, but like you can do it. It wouldn't happen in this market environment, but like when we see things fire, you guys have seen it. Like there sometimes when the market really starts to heat up, there's so many setups that we're just like, oh, we can't take them all. Like they're just everywhere. And then there's times like this week and sort of last week where we go through the scans and there's nothing there. But that's fine. That's what less trades, more profits is all about, is knowing when not to trade. Because it's way more important than knowing when to trade. It's like if I was your like exercise coach and I said, go take a rest day and you start complaining and it's like, I don't care. Like I really don't care if you're complaining about a rest day because it doesn't make sense to be training that day. And so many people talk about like risk management and psychology. I'm gonna use a bad word here. Talking about trading risk management and trading psychology on their own is the biggest piece of bullshit in the trading industry that exists. Why? Here's why. If you tell somebody right now you focus just on risk management, what is going to happen? They're going to blow their account. Why? You risk 1% on a trade or whatever, but you have no oh, we're going to get here. No strategy, you're going to lose money. You have no edge in the market. You talk about trading psychology, not over trading, not doing these things and doing all of that. Okay. Without an edge, you're still going to lose all your money. When you focus more in on strategy and the actual edge that you build, one, it takes care of risk management because the strategy in the system is going to tell you what you should be risking. Okay. So risk management taken out the window. And then psychology is an interesting one because when you can fully understand what the results of the system and the way that you're trading should be able to generate you over time, the thought of doing anything else in the market just makes you sick. You're like, ugh. That's why when you guys bring up tickers to me and I just go immediately no, that's why, because it doesn't fit what we need to be looking for because we know like if we operate this way in the market, we have X result. If we start doing other things, you would have terrible results. And once you guys get to that point, which I know a lot of you guys have had, you're like, oh, great. There's no setups. I just won't touch anything. Made 160% yesterday on short dated Neo. Use that money this morning to buy longer dated Neos. Nice. There you go. There you go. Netflix moving down a little here. Nothing crazy, though. It hasn't hit that area. Wendy's still looking decent here. I'm still fine with this. So I like where LVS is here, though. What are your yields moving down? Yep. They're buying bonds. They're flying into safety again. Market's starting to leak here. Uh-oh. Oh, no, the market's coming down. Yeah, guys, once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's as simple as that. Like, imagine trying to trade this today. Like, even on the 5-minute, what are you doing here? Ah. And you guys saw it too in that little tester that we did with letting the live chat decide those trades. It's like, all right, that's going to go great. And that's a reflection of just day trading as a whole. I bet there's a lot of people in the live chat today that were like, no, I want to day trade. The people that think that way that are like, oh, no, but I want to do this. And it's like, okay, but here's the thing. I know what all of you need to have success. So you telling me that you want to do something else is like the most arrogant thing ever. You're like, no, but I want to do this. And it's like, you're not the one that makes money doing this. Why would you tell me what you think you should do? You know? Like people will like DM me on Instagram a lot and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, you want to focus on swings, do this." And like, "But I want to day trade." And it's like, "Who are you to say?" You're the one losing money. Why would you think that you doing what you're continuing to do is then going to change and make you money? It's not. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's okay though. It's the wildest thing ever. It's like people will be like, "Oh yeah, no, but I do this." And it's like, "Yeah, but you don't make money doing that." So why would you continue doing that? I don't know. It's like Stockholm syndrome, but like the captor is the market or the 5-minute time frame or the 1-minute time frame or the 15-second time frame. You guys will learn eventually. You'll see it. I mean, I post all the wins all the time. It's kind of tough to miss. They don't want to sit on their hands while the market makes 400-point swings in the day. Yeah, but you have no edge doing that. And that's what I say before. It's like if you did have the edge, the quants would be doing it, and then there would be no edge. So like either way, like no edge. Where's Lockheed? How's that look? I really do like how this looks. Plus, the vast majority of the gains in the market or the moves in the market are going to happen overnight anyway. All right. That is statistically proven. So why wouldn't you want to capture them? I don't know. People are crazy. But I want to be a day trader and make $1,000 a day. Bang my head against the wall. People are focused on the wrong stuff. UPS is getting up there now. I did make money once. It's so different than a repeatable process that works consistently. Yep. Yep. I don't think Netflix is going to give it to us today, but I like it. What's the level on Lockheed? 450, 170. Okay. We can wait for that. You want to buy AMD shares because they're so undervalued? You can do it if you want. I mean, I'm going to be probably selling all my AMD this year. Remember, I bought that thing at $11.39. I'm ready to be done with it. Put all that money into somewhere else. I think it's not that much anymore. It was a lot. At one point, I had 6 figures of AMD, and that's when I was selling the covered calls and ditching shares. Not anymore, though. The position's a lot smaller. And the cost basis on it is 0. So everything in there, the covered calls that I sold actually made the cost basis 0, which is fun. But I had held that thing from like 2018, I think. That was one of the best positions I've ever had. Then Palantir was really good too. They got lucky and thought it was a skill. Yep. They're all gamblers too. It's just all the gambling mentality. They're like, oh, I want to do this every single day. It's like, again, you want professional level results, you got to act like a professional. for a post-earnings trade. Taylor, nice. Yeah, again, healthcare's not where we want to be putting our focus for a wide variety of reasons. Great strategy. If you're not in the Discord, get in. Taylor, appreciate that. Yeah, the post-earnings strategy used to be out on YouTube, but not anymore. It's only in the Discord now. Sorry, you guys missed it. Pay attention to pay a premium. Yeah, UPS is looking good there. Oh, also, hold on. Let me do this too. Let me grab the Palantir video link for you guys. Because I don't think all of you guys have seen this one. Let me grab this for you guys. This is an epic video for those of you guys that have not seen this yet. Here you go, right there. That's the link to the Palantir video. If you guys want to watch that one, that's just kind of my thoughts on the whole situation with it right now. You hopped into the Discord? There you go, Mo. There you go. Making a smart choice there. You can call yourself a day trader? No. No, you can't. Yeah, Lockheed's probably my favorite setup going into next week. LVS I really like too. So those are really the two. Let's see. U.S. Ukraine deal would instantly create fund for investment. That's interesting. That's interesting. All right, let's see. Palantir moving up. I'm happy I made those puts free at the lows in the 78s. That was really good. What else? Where's Neo? Oh, Neo's bouncing back up a little. Still green on those shares. Yeah. Market's doing nothing. It's just chop. Oh, it's coming up now. Moving back up now, but you wouldn't want to be doing anything with this. You have no edge. No edge on the smaller time frames. It doesn't work. Sorry. Sorry to break it to you. Yeah, where is it? It's this level that we outlined, 45.40. On LVS there. Be interesting if Neo started marching today. Market's turning up a little. Hello, market. My target on RKT? I'm not in RKT anymore, Bob. We did like a whole day of talking about RKT. I'm not in it. I sold that. I bought it at like what was it? 1180 something. Sold it at 1280 something. I just didn't want it anymore. And with those position trades, I don't really have targets either. If I was still in it, I would just ride it until the thesis changes. It's thesis driven. It's not. It's thesis driven, and then so the mastermind. When I re-release the mastermind for you guys, I do got to make that other video for you guys, and then I'll release it, which will probably be next week. That'll give you a lot better of a picture of how I enter these, because like the entries that I've given out on like Palantir, SoFi, Neo, Philip Morris, Yin, they've all been really, really, really great risk to reward entries. So I'll make that video for you guys and throw it in the mastermind, because again, that's the college level financial education that like people need in order to have long term success in the market. Like, I have a finance degree; it's useless. Relief balance on Tesla? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be doing anything with Tesla. Like, why? Wouldn't be doing anything there. Neo pushing a little. Hello. Discord's not working. Yes, it is. Discord's definitely working. I might do a YouTube video for you guys today, but I don't know. I don't think so. It's a Friday. I don't really think we're going to be doing anything on YouTube today. I'll probably have a short out for you guys, like TikTok, Instagram, something like that. Oh, look, market back down. Netflix up, though, near highs of day. Maybe that doesn't break down. We'll see. Slow, slow, slow. Nothing to do. Market's just chopping around. BTC going up again. It's a big wick. You only have Neo right now? Yeah, Neo, the free Palantir puts, the Wendy's. Where is Wendy's right now? It's chilling. Nothing to do on this yet until it hits 1530 or rips. That's it. Just leaving that one be. Look at how slow this is. Like, guys, could you imagine trying to day trade this? Like, I literally don't understand. I can't, like, somebody make a logical argument that makes sense to be trying to do this. I can't understand it. Why would you do that when you could just wait for potential 1000% setups and then just nail them? I don't understand why you would ever do anything other than that. Oh, nice. You nailed one. Boom. All right. Now you're good forever. For like the rest of the month, 2 months, 3 months. People are just caught up in that little short time frame gambling mentality. They think trading's a fixed income instrument. I'm gonna make $1,000 a day. Oh my god! Anybody that talks about like, oh, we're gonna make 1% a day, or you're gonna make X amount per day, is just doesn't understand the market at all. They just don't. You can paper trade it for fun. Yeah, yeah. But I just haven't been over there in like what, year and a half. slow market. I mean, I wouldn't even paper trade it for fun. It's just like you're feeding into that gambling mentality. It's like drinking non-alcoholic beer. It's like, what are you doing? It's like you're an alcoholic and you're like, I'm going to have a non-alcoholic beer. It's like, what are we doing here, guys? But I like the taste. Yeah, but why are you doing that? No, you don't. It's almost what it is. It's like paper trading to just like get your date gambling itch is like drinking non-alcoholic beer. Why are you doing that? You take the logical arguments and then remove some of those because it's maybe and then heavyweight on the hopium arguments. Yeah, people are just like, I don't get it with them. One bad trade and all the games would be gone. Yeah, that's how that works. The funny thing is, I know every single one of you guys could have success doing, like a lot of success doing this. You just got to start focusing on the right things. How does Fubo look? They had earnings. I don't think very good. No, what, bro? How does this fit anything that I would? No, this is horrific right here. I don't want anything to do with that. Nothing. That's a terrible looking chart. Even if it, okay, ready? This is the way you got to think about things. Ready? Even if it went from here to here, all the way back up, you made 55% on shares. Let's say it did that today. Where's your edge? Where's your repeatable process to take advantage of that type of move again and again and again and again in the market? Where is it? I'll tell you where. It's nowhere. You think it works on every time frame? No, right. People think that too. It's like, no. Price is not people talk about price being fractal. It's not that hard to prove that price is not fractal. You could have a strategy that, like, let's say on one of these trading view back testers works on like the 1 minute. You put it on the 5 minute, it loses all your money. Okay. You know? Because people think that too. They think like the market is some sort of like magical mystery thing, and it's not. You got to join the group. Yeah, dude. Make sure you guys take advantage of that 50% off discount with code TRADE. Like it's $1 a day for your first month to hop in. You get access to everything too. I don't hold anything back. But like this week has been a lot of me just saying like, oh, I'm bored. It's nothing to do. Sitting here doing nothing. I don't really like that. That's okay. It's not great though. I'll throw an alert on it, but that's not the best. That's not the best looking setup there. Neo moving back up a little. That's good. You guys sucked at hitting the like goal today. You guys are just a little over half. You guys really dropped the ball here on the like threshold today. The chicken experiment. Yeah, I mean, you guys can go look at that stream from Wednesday. That's a great example of just being like, yeah, this is why you shouldn't be doing what everybody on the internet is telling you to do. If you want to have different results than everybody else, guys, you got to think and act differently than everybody else. Nope, this is garbage. I don't want this chart. Why would I look at this? So, guys, if you guys were in the group, you guys would know, like, this is no. No. Once you see how simple the market and trading, especially the way we do, can be, it's like you would look at this and be like, no. We don't want anything to do with that. You guys will all see it eventually. But no, we don't want anything to do with quad either. So, all right, guys, it's 10:25. I've had enough of watching paint dry today. Go enjoy your weekends. Again, those of you guys that are hopping into the Discord, again, Make sure that you guys take the time to go through all the educational course videos this weekend. There's a lot. You just joined? Awesome. Awesome. But again, you got Abby, you got to make sure. Yeah, that's a knife. You're just catching a falling knife. Again, it doesn't matter if you think you're the best trader in the world or if you're brand new to the market. Everything is outlined in those course videos, the setup, everything. It is super simple once you see it. So again, 50% off your first month with code TRADE. If you guys miss that, there's probably never going to be another sale like that ever again. So, all right, guys. I mean, very interesting week in the market. Let's see what happens going into next week. There'll probably be some interesting tickers out there for us this weekend, especially with Lockheed and LVS. I do really like both of those. But other than that, again, less trades, more profits. If you guys can get that through your heads, you're going to start having more success than you ever could have imagined. So, team, I will see you later. Have a great rest of your day. Obviously, if there's anything crazy, I'll tell you guys in the Discord. But one other thing. If you guys are Palantir shareholders and you haven't watched the video I posted yesterday yet, I'll throw that link in here for you guys too. That's the link to the YouTube video from yesterday. Make sure you guys watch that one. That's a good one. So, all right, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.